And now, a poem to celebrate our victory over Lucian, saving Exandria, and winning back our dear friend Molly. Oh, the journeys our characters have taken that now seem to be reaching the end ship. The one thing that's bound us together is our undying, unwavering friends at Hit Point Press and their brand new 5th edition ready adventures.
From there, you pulled the body of Lucian from the skin cradle. I don't know what to call it. That was my industrial band in high school, skin cradle.
Hi, Molly. I thought this might help, and I'm gonna pull out the tarot cards. You said all the names of these, and I'm gonna show him the Tinkerer, and I'm gonna show him the Magician card, and love and joy. That's us. And this is you, Molly. Anyway, if you want to, just look at them. Maybe you'll feel better after a little bit.
Do you think that he's sort of like Kiri? Maybe you should teach him how to say, go fuck yourself.
Hey, Molly, go fuck yourself. Yeah, it's good.
Looks up at you with the face, like someone who himself wasn't ready to leave yet.
Well, a promise is a promise. I have no right over you, and I absolve you of any bindings I have placed in the past. Go where you will.
Steps forward and just rubs up against your leg. And then walks past you to some of the nearby fern and stops and looks back at you. And then continues on inside the fern, pushing through the brush and the green until he's just out of sight.
Dankeschön.
What just happened?
Just saying goodbye.
He left?
His home is somewhere else. And he went through a lot for me, for us. Got kicked into a puff of gas more times than I'd like to count. So, he earned it.
Sorry, Sprinkle, you're stuck with me. Please, no.
I needed him when I needed him. That time has passed.
Do you think you'll ever get a non-fey creature as a pet?
I think it's pretty likely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jester.
For what?
Thank you for being such a good friend.
Of course, Caleb. You're a good person.
I could be.
You are.
There's just a little more to do.
She's not wrong. Trust me, I know a few bad people. You're not one of them.
Do you think he'll develop into Mollymock again? Or will he be a little different?
That's what I keep wondering. I feel like he's gonna be a little different.
Me too. And then at what point is it gonna be us nurturing him into Mollymock? Where does our influence begin and end?
I was thinking that too. I hope we can just let him be what he wants to be. I mean, even when we called him Mollymock, I'm like, should we just... I don't know. I want to do this right.
Yeah.
He wanders over with flowers for the two of you.
Oh, thank you.
Wanders away, back to the lake.
Okay.
Hey, thank you. I love these.
Nice choice.
I'm gonna curl up by the pond on one of the stones and start sleeping.
I don't know, that feels like something. I don't know.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's the start. Okay.
I'm assuming Fjord's already asleep.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm sleeping.
I know.
Okay.
Go back to sleep.
Hey, we did it.
Yeah, we did. Hey, Fjord.
Yeah.
I love you. Just don't say anything. I'm just gonna put it in my head.
What?
Don't say, just shut up. Go to sleep.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Okay.
Okay. I guess modify memory.
Just shove a cupcake in his mouth.
I tried, but I don't have it. I don't have any spells left, and I'm like, shit.
Wait, don't send, shit.
There's the can't stop anything.
Before bed, I'm gonna sneak out. I'm gonna go to the pond. I'm gonna just kind of look at myself in the reflection, and then I will just sort of take a deep breath, look out into the night sky, and take off all my clothes and go for a dip, and just sort of float there, floating on the water, looking up at the stars.
It's a beautiful night. There's a little bit of clouds pushing through, but you still have a view of all the stars in the sky.
Just sit there for a while, and then feeling a bit tired, I'll load the girls back in.
Jesus Christ.
They got their own zip
Like a
code.
quick dip in the sacred spring of the unknown champion, where lies the head of.
Where's Molly? Where's Molly?
Molly is still passed out exactly where you left him.
Oh, he looks so peaceful while he's sleeping. Oh my goodness.
Just one more for the road.
What?
What is it? What?
Bald Matt.
With a giant beard.
Yeah.
See, it sucks when they Photoshop you bald, man. It's an alarming thing.
Did you just make a note?
Huh? No.
Shit.
The spice video.
My character.
Yes, it did. And Veth drowns in the spring. She
forgot how to swim.
Yeah.
Take one of the girls.
For those of you who are the meat-centric eaters, you are surprised at the array of flavors.
There's not even any bugs. That's not meat.
Clarabelle goes, "Do you want a bug?"
I love bugs.
"I'll be right back." And she runs off. You don't know where she went. Clarabelle returns and puts her hand out, and you can see there's like a cluster of 5 different types of insects that she's quickly scavenged from her usual places in the house.
Oh, thank you. Caduceus, is it rude if I eat these in front of your family?
No, not at all. Yeah.
What are you eating?
Just a little snack, a little protein.
I'm gonna send a message to
Say anything about
Yasha.
okay.
I didn't,
Okay.
but I'll send a message to Yasha too.
Do it as me.
Oh, okay. It's me! Veth, your wife! I'm alive! Are you? Yes, of course you are! I mean, where are you? Can I come pick you up?
Make a deception check.
17?
Hey!
There is a long pause. Yez's voice comes back. "Okay, honey. I think I know who this is. But I take it as good news. It would be great to see you. Her. Now I'm confused." And that's the end of it.
It's way better than I could do.
Try.
For sure. It's me. Your old friend, Veth
No.
Renato.
Renato.
You know how to say my name.
Yeah,
I
it's-
don't understand.
It's me. Breath Venato.
Breath of Venato.
Breath NATO.
Here, you go. You go, give it a go, give it a go.
Hey, nope.
I'm gonna try casting Greater Restoration.
Okay. It's like you drank a very, very hot drink, and as you felt it continue down your throat, it went through the rest of your body.
Are you okay?
No. That's not supposed to happen. Oh no.
I was having the nicest dream.
What were you dreaming about?
There was a circus. And this beautiful woman in a red coat. She was telling me secrets, showing me how to keep secrets, show secrets. There was a sad angel and there were adventures, and I felt kingly. I felt very regal.
Who are you?
What's your name?
I don't even know where I am right now.
Well, for starters, you are with friends.
I know.
Do you remember how to poop?
I remember a lot of things.
But you don't remember us.
No.
What? Come on. Pull out the cards again. Look.
I look at the cards. Is that supposed to be me?
Obviously.
These are supposed to be you.
You gave them to us. Those
Suppose
titles.
that's possible. I get feelings from you, all of you, but all right, you look familiar.
Oh,
He's
that's
talking.
something.
He's talking.
He doesn't remember a lot.
Hey,
Well, let's
But she looks familiar.
hey. I look familiar?
a bit.
Can I give you a hug?
Oh,
No, too soon.
oh, sure, love. I can't see any reason why not. I could do with one. Sure. This is already as awkward a day as I ever hope to have. Let's okay.
Well, what do you want to be called?
Mollymock, really? Oof.
It's a bit extra.
Tea leaf, Mollymock tea leaf.
Ah, tea leaf's nice. The very last feeling I felt was kingliness. Kingsley.
Oh shit, were you royalty or something?
He had that town that he convinced
That's
that
true. He kept saying, "Long may I reign," and everything.
Kingsley.
Maybe he was
Kingsley?
royalty.
he convinced a town that he was
Kingsley
king.
is your name?
Yes, I
Kingsley
remember
tea
this
leaf.
story.
I like it.
Kingsley Tea Leaf?
King tea leaf. Long may you reign.
The little crown starts to rotate over the head of the illusion of our
Oh, you're
friend.
cute, magic man.
all right.
His lip at you.
It's still a little bit. That's
My mom
That's
taught me
good.
that's a surefire sign.
I look like your friend, but I don't think I'm him. Is that going to be all right in the long run?
We'll make friends
Yes,
with you.
of course.
No, you have to be our friend or we'll kill you.
We have a habit of taking in strays.
That is very true.
The cool thing is now, you kind of can be whoever you want to be.
That's a very fair point.
And we'll let you do that.
What was this friend of yours' name again?
Mollymock Tea Leaf.
Terrible name. I'd like a brother. I'll call that a brother. Everyone should have a brother. Yeah.
That works.
So you head up the stairs.
Yeah.
Door's closed.
Hello?
Who is it?
Am I interrupting anything? Are you maybe having some secret?
I can't hear you. Who is it?
It's your daughter. Hello?
Just a second. And you hear the footsteps.
Hello?
2, 3 locks undo before it swings open.
Hi.
And there you see the gentleman. Jester, hi. I didn't know you were coming.
No, I know. I didn't tell you. What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's the morning. It's just past daybreak. Make a perception check, sure.
23.
Mostly covered by the covers of the bed, you do see the familiar red horns and appearance of a sleeping Marion faced away towards the...
Parent trap
Fucking
worked.
brown
Oh,
chicken
shit.
brown cow.
Oh my god! Are you two totally in love? Oh my
Jester,
gosh!
we had-
I'm so happy for I push underneath his arm and run.
Jester!
Are you totally good here? Did you want to come stay at a cemetery instead, maybe for a week?
What?
There's this really beautiful cemetery that's lots of flowers and like it's glowy and there's trees and it's totally isolated. You know, it's like a little cottagey sort of getaway if you wanted like a little week-long vacation or something.
Is it like a private affair for the two of us?
No, there will be a whole family of and like a lot of other like my friends and stuff.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
15. That's honestly not terrible.
You're not selling him under the roll. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's honestly not terrible.
Volvo. It's honestly not terrible.
Marion. The door opens to the storeroom. Your mom's home. The door opens just slightly. I said your mom's.
Watch God! You should have watched it. Yeah.
You just see hitting the ground this little wooden dowel.
Yeah, I should have told you that.
Son of a
No. Son of a what?
of a wonderful woman. Luke pokes around.
Nice shot.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mom just
Hey.
goes in for a big hug and
Big hug, kiss. I'm sorry, I didn't get you anything on the trip. It was mostly flesh. I'm just joking. I got you something. So earlier when I took his hand, I tried to sleight of hand stick my ring of water walking on him.
Wow.
Yeah, it's magic. You can walk on water. With your friends, you can be like, oh, let's have a swimming race or something. And you jump in and they sink to the fucking bottom. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm used to being around adults. Anyway, and you can walk and play a great prank on them.
Dad, I won't sink to the fucking bottom. And Yes is like, just outside of the room now, there's Luke who's yelling at the bartender, I need a lot of water! And the guy's like, how much do you need? What do you need it for? It's like, a lot of it! I need to not fucking sink! And he's like, what is even happening?
I have a question.
Yes.
If, someone you were seeing told you they loved you and you didn't say it back right away, would it be because you didn't feel the same way? Or would it be maybe because you felt like a little embarrassed or because maybe like you just weren't sure of your feelings? Do you think it could be that, or do you think it could be that you just weren't into them?
I think it can be very much both. I know that I have been the person to not say I love you when told to me many a time.
Yeah.
So that could very well be the case. Okay. But if this is referring to a specific individual, perhaps an astute half-orc who seems to have a penchant for conversation, an interest in gambling, and a unique disposition when it comes to, well, everything. I don't think you have much to worry about.
Okay.
How was it?
It was terrible. There was a battle. The assembly showed up. We lost the ruby. But we made it out.
It was really
Luke and
sad.
Yeza.
It's so sad.
You're taking it very well. You're so stoic.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't anyone want to make an insight check?
No.
Fine.
Wah, wah.
19.
As another voice begins to peek into your head.
Oh, this bitch.
Bren, I know you are not beyond reason. Quite accomplished in your ability to avoid conversation. But simple tricks only last so long.
Don't worry. My friends and I will come knocking on your door soon.
Curious choice of words. I ask you once more. Will you parley with me?
Where and when?
Now. Outside.
I quickly peek out the window.
And the window should be open, but there is solid stone in the way of the door, of the window.
Stone?
I get so close.
Motherfucker has blocked us in.
Caduceus, you board up your windows with stone?
No.
Well, he's locked us in. It's a trap. For sure.
Thank God for Yasha.
Well, I gotta tell it like it is.
Time is of the essence. It would be a shame for history to repeat itself. And it's at that moment you begin to smell smoke.
Oh, Jesus.
You motherfucker. This bastard. What? Ask him why he's so obsessed with
Ask him. We're burning alive in here. There's no asking. We gotta get out of here.
I grab Jester really quick before she goes, and I go, I could really use a good blessing of the trickster right now.
You got it.
Thanks, cutie.
As she taps the side of your face, for a second you see a flash of a green cloak over her arm, and just over her shoulder you see Artagan kind of peek behind and go, we both go.
Not you, don't touch. Not you.
Too bad.
Don't do that.
But there, about 30 feet in the air, in the center of it all, looking down at you, just kind of standing in the middle of the sky, is Trent Ickathon. Time almost seems to come to a complete standstill as he casts Time Stop.
Time stop.
Within an instant, suddenly, he still stays there floating, but now there is a strange shimmer to him. You can see above his head 7 of these burning small star-like points swirl around him, and you can see this odd, burning, shield-like exterior that encircles him. And everybody roll initiative.
You got a funny way of talking.
Oh no, where'd my Fjord mini go?
Oh, no. Well, sorry, Travis.
Sorry, Fjord, you're not in the
Got
battle.
home early tonight.
Figure.
Real tough call there.
Tough call.
All right,
He's positioned you just next to a body of water. Because Ukatoa's in it.
Shut up.
Yesa, I cannot believe I'm saying this right now. But you need to run into the forest while I go take care of this, just like before.
There's a brief moment where his eyes go wide with memory recall.
You're getting divorced, dude. He is leaving your ass.
I don't even.
He turns back and casts Horrid Wilting.
Counter spell.
Okay, what level?
5th level.
It fizzles. And you hear a rustle to your left, and you look over, and at the edge of the building, just around the corner, you see standing there, Eodwulf, hand out.
My counterspell fizzled, or
He countered your counter.
he countered my counterspell?
Oh, shit.
That old bag of tricks.
We ain't in a...
this is a wizard fight. This is wizard's chess.
Slam Alora's staff down on the ground and cast Globe of Invulnerability so that it encompasses myself and Essek.
Actually, what level spell is the Globe of Invulnerability? So 6th level.
Yeah.
It does not work.
Globe
As
of
you go to cast the globe,
invulnerability.
the spell seems to begin to form and then is raked from the air.
Do I have any sense why?
Astrid around this corner
Oh my gosh.
has her hand out after dispelling it.
Wow.
Fuck it. I'm gonna cast Dominate Person on Astrid.
No effect, as Trent uses his reaction to counterspell.
I'll counterspell if I see him.
You can see him, yeah?
Yeah, I'll counterspell it.
What level?
I'll do it at 4th level.
Go ahead and roll a d20. He cast it at 5th.
19.
19 succeeds. It goes through.
Okay.
So you counter Trent's counterspell. Astrid fails her save
That's a beautiful
and
thing.
is dominated
Yes. Queen.
by Jester.
Yes.
And I'm gonna just say in my mind, you wanna fight on our side. You wanna defend us. Take them out.
Her eyes look over towards you. There's no change in her demeanor.
Maybe she was already on our side.
Yeah.
I will go to Eodwulf and match swords.
Let's do
Cross swords.
I really, really am glad this is happening. I don't like you.
Bored. No, it does feel like there's like
23 to hit
a lot of sexual
23 does
tension,
hit?
though.
Yeah.
Like this
Second one
is all kind of hot.
is 25 to hit.
How I wrote
Like,
it. Both hit.
Great.
are we all gonna have sex after this?
Well, there's one version of it where that does happen. There's another version where we all die.
You excited? Hexblade's Curse.
There you go.
Bonus action.
Yeah, it's hot. Oh my.
Excellent.
What?
Got rid of all of my
You're having hex with each other.
Hex, bitch.
That finish your turn, Fjord?
Yes.
I wanna hex
You up. Beth, it's your turn. Caduceus, you're on deck.
And I will cast Dispel Magic on Trent.
You send out these tethers of arcane energy, and they seem to impact that weird shimmering shield around Trent. You see the shimmer dissipate off of him. And he just looks down and goes, first trick that worked.
Bonus action, I'm going to smear sovereign glue on the inside of
Oh, Jesus.
the collar.
Yeah. I don't know what's best.
What?
I don't know what's best.
I can't
I
understand.
don't know what's best. You know what?
I'm holding my action to use the fan, the wind gust fan,
Okay.
until I see Beauregard do some crazy monk shit.
I see Veth pull out the fan, and I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
Just watch. I vertical wall climb and perch on the edge of this branchy branch.
Oh, you're up a tree. I might as well shoot her.
For old time's sake. I heard that, and I'm going to Naruto run across this branch as
I love it.
I fly off of the edge of the branch. I'm gonna say, Veth, now!
Go ahead and roll an athletics check for me.
I'm going to blow my gust of wind and propel her an extra 15 feet.
Okay.
12.
Here's the thing. It wasn't a hard DC.
Okay.
Necessarily, because you're just running and jumping. You would miss him if it was just a standard run jump at this distance. The jump does not reach him,
But
except for the wind pushing behind. As you leap, the branch kind of gives a bit, and even though you get it some lift, you don't get the springboard you're hoping for. And as you're partway in the arc, your brain, your investigator mind immediately does the math, and you're like, I'm gonna miss. And then right as you're kind of about to hit the apex, the burst of wind hits you from behind from the fan, and you're lifted up another 5-10 feet, finishing the arc. And as you're up in the air, arms slowly spinning in the air, you can see Trent still kind of looking downward and away, kind of glance up in your direction. What do you do?
I have the collar in hand. I'm gonna attempt to whip it around his neck
Okay.
as I come down.
I'm gonna consider this a grapple check.
21.
16 plus his dex modifier, which is 3. 19.
You beat him.
You beat him.
With a rapid, the collar slaps around his neck. It's not activated,
No.
but it's on his neck.
And I just kind of grab his hands. I kind of grab his
So
hands.
you're grappled on him, you're like holding him there since you succeeded in the grapple. So now he's like flying in the air. Beauregard has him held and the collar is around his neck.
And I like wrap my legs around him and I lock my feet in like full MMA grapple. I'm just trying to lock everything in.
Okay, you
My
got it.
old accent go, 8 seconds! 8 seconds!
Trent is going to attempt to dimension door out of the grasp.
Counterspell. Can I counterspell?
No, you just did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you do not have the ability, you do not have the reaction.
I do.
Right.
Ooh, 5th level counterspell.
He used a 5th level slot, so you don't have to roll.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Does
Fjord, describe how you counter this.
Well, I see Beau get up there and just start riding. A solid 8 seconds, one hand up. Then I see Trent start to conjure. Nah, she rides bareback real solid.
Texblade is back!
The doorway just fizzles. And you're like,
Like a turtle
Yeah.
trying to fuck.
Didn't you say something about facing your fate?
I'm going to dispel the fly off this bitch.
the wings that flap at his heels turn into rigid parts of leather as he and Beauregard plummet from the air 30 feet.
Yes! Might as well write him down like Dr. Strangelove.
Which you kind of do. Whack! Hits the ground. Kind of Wile E. Coyote dust gathers around him as Beauregard's there, like standing on top of him, still holding the collar present.
Yes. Yeah, holding the collar. That's cool. Yeah.
So hot?
No, I'm going to walk up and stand.
I don't know what they look like, but I imagine a silhouette I can figure out. So with the burning house behind Caleb, I'm going to have the silhouettes of what I imagine his mother and father to sort of look like appear flanking him and just sort of pointing at Trent Ikithon.
Wow.
With silent image.
Okay. Okay. Finish your turn, Beth? Mm-hmm. Caduceus, you're up.
I am going to stand over him and put my boot on his junk. Because I do not like how he talked to me the first time we met. I'm going to put the tip of the sword in his chest, just so a little blood trickles out.
Okay.
I'm not going to do anything, Caleb, but if you try to do anything, I will kill you.
I step on his chest, kneel down, bend over, and activate it.
Roll an Arcana check for me.
15.
There's something about this not activating. Your confidence begins to falter in your face as you begin to fumble with the device, and you see that look of fear in Trent's face begin to shift. As you have your hands on the device, a second set of hands comes and pushes yours aside. As Astrid begins to bend down. Natural 16 plus 8. Ooh. She glances over and finds one trigger that had come loose. She presses it back into place. And Trent suddenly goes like,
You were always better at solving problems than I was. You know, for the longest time, I thought this would be impossible, but I still dreamed about it, of taking your life. But death is too good for you. You are to be exposed, humbled, and brought low. Settle into that idea.
Astrid has been spinning the blade in her hand. Can I kill him? Can I? Please.
This is just the beginning of this very hard road. Astrid, we are going to dismantle it all. I look at Beau.
If you kill him, you only make him a martyr.
You don't know what he's put us through.
You're right, I don't. But I want to. Let me write down your story. I can help you.
We can finally do what we thought we were doing in the first place. We can make this empire the place we believed it to be.
Clay, who has been casting a spell for the last minute, turns around with deep black pit eyes. The matron has special destinations for people who burn temples. So why don't you put your back into this?
He goes, right. And he begins to, what can he do?
What can you do, Eodwulf?
He walks
Control water from the pond. Look what I'm doing.
I'll stay behind with Fjord and watch Astrid as well.
Her blade's still in her hand, and she's just looking down at him. Her jaw is clenching. She spins the blade in her palm.
Astrid, these institutions of power that go without being checked, that reside in secrecy, they are breeding grounds for corruption. If you kill him, it would just look like another senseless act of violence without any recourse. The only way to keep from these cycles of abuse from continuing to happen is to tell the story.
Just so you know, I think you should kill him. But I don't think you care what I think. I think you care what he thinks.
Plus, I'm at a distance readying polymorph just in case she tries anything.
I'd like you both to make persuasion checks.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 18.
Do not make him the hero of your story.
She lifts the blade and throws it to the ground with all of her strength and just screams and storms off and falls to her knees and just crumbles.
I was real close to making her a turtle just then. That was...
So, still can.
Why a turtle? Why a turtle?
I'm so sorry for what you both went through. I loved you both so much, but what we believed in was a lie, and it still is. And now, we must be strong.
She pulls back, grabs Eodwulf's arm, and pulls him away from you, and they just start walking away.
About an hour down the road, half an hour, two wizards get side-eyed by a purple tiefling who's walking down the road the other way, back to the grove. Both just kind of eye each other. Keep walking.
Trent is still just sitting on the ground, hands bound.
My blade in his chest, just standing there.
He's just smiling.
Oh.
Like a weird, sick calm on his face now.
Hey, you lost. Oh, what's that? Oh, I can't hear you. How sad for you.
I resist the urge to make out with Yasha and look at Caleb.
I'm going to cast Create Water in a 30-foot cube above Caduceus's house that just creates a 50-gallon torrential rain above it. Jester, will you come over here?
Oh, his hair was so gross. Yeah, what can I do?
Standing in the rain, I turn to her and I say, I love you too. And I kiss her.
I make sure my hands are not touching him, but I kiss him back.
I don't know if you can truly understand what I'm feeling right now, if you have the imagination for how much hurt this is. But I would like you to empathize with me, and I cast command. Empathize.
He just smiles back at him.
Empathize. Command again.
Oh, yeah.
Never seen Caduceus this pissed.
Empathize.
Just keeps grinning back at you.
Empathize.
Yeah, he succeeds.
Empathize.
Amazing.
Succeeds. Natural 20.
I'll keep
Put my
going.
hand on Caduceus' shoulder, and at 5th level, I cast command and say, empathize.
Natural 20 saves again.
He is a sick fuck.
Empathize.
Saves.
Empathize.
No, he succeeds.
You gotta respect it. That's pretty good.
He's a dick.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
He's a
He
piece of
succeeds.
shit. Wow.
He's like, he's got a high
Fuck
Energize.
fire.
Wow.
While this is going on, I'm going to
Masterthize.
go into the woods and find my family.
Succeeds. How many more spell slots do you have?
This is the last one.
Yeah, he succeeds. Just keeps grinning the whole time.
Caleb watches
Caduce is focusing and focusing and focusing, and I'm looking at his smug fucking face, and I come and I put the manacles of stasis on his wrists and use it at 5th level to see if I can put this fucker to sleep for 24 hours.
Okay.
As he slowly falls asleep. Oh, don't worry. Well, we can try again tomorrow.
What the hell happened? I left for like an hour and a half. Who were those people?
Oh, we had a coming home party for you, but you missed it. We party hard here.
Who were those? Who's that person?
We have been.
Who are you people?
Yep.
I don't even know your bloody names. What's wrong with you?
That's right, we never really introduced us. I'm Jester.
I need a drink.
Astrid comes in, pulls her hood back a bit. I'll help. I'll tell my story too.
Well, it's just got a little bit easier, Beauregard.
Where is Trent through all of this?
Oh, we've been feeding him quinoa and mushy
Yeah, like
peas.
just spoon feeding him to keep him alive. Yeah.
He, for the most part, maintains his shitty grin and steely disposition, except around feeding time. He gets a little bitchy around feeding time.
Oh, it's
Here
lentils
you go.
I'm gonna just give it a try. I'm gonna walk up while he's
Spain, yeah.
It's odd. Even when you feel the spell cuts through, you can command somebody to take the action of empathizing, which means the attempt is there, but you require the capability to empathize, to even be magically compelled to do so.
Wow.
Shitbird.
Yeah.
I go give Caduceus a hug.
Oh, I'm gonna miss that.
Thanks for, showing me how cool it is to actually heal people.
It's not as cool as a giant lollipop.
I'll join in that as well. I give you an enormous hug. Thank you for everything. I wouldn't be here like this without you.
You have nothing you didn't earn. And, yeah. All right.
I go up and I give him a hug too. Hey, do you have any seeds?
Tons.
May I take some?
Of course. Yeah.
Thank you for softening a skeptic's eye.
Thank you for bearing fruit that saved everybody.
Thank you for saving my son.
Thank you for the near-death experience.
I was supposed to give you this a long time ago, but the nice lady on Rumblecusp gave me a pink flower to give to you. She said it represented your connection with the earth.
Awful nice. I appreciate that. It's a nice compliment coming from the second best mother I know.
So your mother is the best.
Don't overthink it.
She's
man.
also within earshot. So, don't push it.
Just give Caduceus the tough guy, fist to the shoulder.
Never got that. Yeah.
Don't.
Okay. Yeah.
You're not cool enough for it.
I know.
Give him a little hug.
I'm scared to think of what more I could have wrought had we not crossed paths. Convinced myself I'd be alone for so much of my life. It's hard to say goodbye when I don't feel alone anymore, but I understand and accept what I've done. Maybe I just need some time to think. And I do hope we cross paths again. Sincerely, it will be hard for me to keep you far from my mind.
Oh, you won't be able to. I'm going to send you a message every day.
I would honestly probably welcome it. Even when I'm pooping. What have you done? This world was so much easier when it was black and white.
It's so much more beautiful. In all the shades of colors.
Thank you, mighty Nein. I could never return the favor for what you've done for me. Well, good luck.
Oh, come.
Yeah.
Big group hug.
The old cinnamon roll.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, hey, as someone who's been on a penance journey, don't take too long, because connection is what saves us.
Too long for what?
Beating yourself up over your sins.
before he can go, I catch him by the arm and draw him in and give him a kiss on the cheek and then pull him into the most empathetic hug I can make him feel. Don't be a stranger. Somewhat hypocritical coming from me, but try to be kind to yourself.
You more than anyone show me that trauma doesn't define you.
Stay safe.
You too, Caleb Widogast. And he lets go and drifts out to the front of the grove. And is gone.
One night, Nicodranus.
One night with Trent Ichthon and Nicodranus.
Ooh, do we haul his ass along? I guess we gotta. Ooh, can we take a bunch of pictures with him on the beach? You know?
Weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's, yeah.
Bring it telepathy.
I'll cut his finger off.
You're going to cut his finger off?
No.
I will.
He does have a rod of absorption.
I will probably, either alone or with company, stroll past the tower to make sure that Yusa has survived his return.
Oh, shit! Yusa!
Friends, I was hoping you were going to make your way here. You did it.
We are here. We did it.
There's for the first time since you've really gotten to see Yusa, an expression of absolute elation come over him. It's not that I didn't believe you with what you told me you were up against. I just needed to see it for myself. I'm so very thankful that you found me. The Mighty Nein, a group of heroic knuckleheads who traveled beyond the realms and destroyed an apocalyptic living city in the astral sea. And no one is the wiser.
The happiest of accidents.
Yeah. Come on, I want to show you something.
Okay.
It's where I used to sneak out to when I lived here. And I'm gonna climb up to the top of a water tower. Look, you have to see the moon from up here. And I take him to the top of the water tower. This is where I used to come when I lived here and I didn't really have any friends and I would dream about leaving the city. I would look out on the ocean and think about all the places I could go.
Did you ever scratch your name or doodle anything up here?
Oh, yeah. And all on the other side, there's like a whole bunch of dick drawings.
Shit.
and-
You can see the evolution of the dick.
Yeah.
It becomes more refined with time.
Thanks. I wonder if I was ever sitting up here and saw your ship go by without even knowing.
I bet. Speaking of, I think I want to check in on Vandran.
Okay.
I know that he's happy and well, but I have to close that chapter. Would you come with me?
Of course. I would love to go out there with you.
Yeah.
I would love to meet Vandran.
We could make this our port.
Old Nicodranus.
Yeah. This city really is beautiful.
I agree. There's always a home for us here.
With your mom?
I mean, it's free room and board, you know, somewhere to stay.
Or, I mean, I don't know, maybe we could get our own place. I mean, only because sharing the financial burden would be a smart move in these post-Aeorian times. Just think about it. You don't have to answer now.
I mean...
You know, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. No, don't say anything. I cast Modify Memory. I don't have it.
Yes. That sounds like a really wonderful idea.
Cool.
I'm really glad that everything happened the way it did.
Yeah, me too.
It's been wonderful spending time with all of you. I know I'll see you again. I hope I'll see you guys, if you'll come visit. Fjord, either way. I love you, buddy.
You too.
We've traveled a long road together, you and me. I'm so proud of you. When we met, we were, in jail. And
Lowest.
yeah, and also sort of trapped in our own funks of Me and my body, and you and your guilt. You helped me, and I'll always be grateful. And I'd like to think that we helped you. I tried. We all tried our best to help you out of...
He just scoops her up and stands, lifting her, and gives her the biggest, strongest hug that he's able to with his measly strength. You are my best friend in this world. You found me at my lowest, and now we are here. You did that, Veth the Brave.
We did it together, and because this is the end of a chapter, if I may, I'd like to make a wish. I'd like you to finally step out of the cell that you're in. You've been trapped by your past for so long. We all tried to help you out of it, but there's some locks that even I can't pick. But you can. If you take the step and walk away from everything that you regret and all your sins and realize how good a person you are and how much you matter to everyone around you, you can have an amazing life. The past made you who you are, but it doesn't control you. Because of it, you brought us together, and because of it, we had this amazing journey together. You've convinced me I'm brave, but you are mighty. And you should go forth and be happy.
You and the Nein got me to the door. Now I have to walk through it. I will.
Good luck.
I will take your halfling luck.
I don't need it.
It's true.
I'll give him a kiss on his arm and a kiss on his chin. Well, get going.
I'll see you again.
I know.
Very soon. Okay. He kind of shakes as he walks away.
Chaos Crew!
Chaos Crew.
You three are doing different things.
Yeah, screw.
Sync up on that messaging.
Whatever way you want it to be.
You have a ship?
We do have a ship.
Quick confession. For most of my life, I've wanted to be a pirate.
Most of your life.
Since I heard you had a ship.
You might actually need a pirate name.
Kingsley Tea Leaf has a great ring to it, but
Oh,
Pirate King?
The Pirate King.
It's at this moment that you get rocked hard on the shoulder by a group of other somewhat drunken individuals that are just kind of pushing through the streets of Decadronus. Who the fuck? Zenny, Aviz. I know. And you go,
Is it the bandits?
Oh, Jesus.
we are so sorry.
The bandit?
We are so sorry.
Serious?
We had no... And they just go running.
you have a lot of nerve coming back here after what you've done. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes!
I thank you all, really, for my life. But I figure I better get to using it. Angel, Yasha.
Yeah.
Not now, but in the future. I'd like to hear about your friend later, once I know me better.
I would love that.
Thank you.
It's nice to have you back.
It's nice to be here.
You know what I mean.
I do.
I'll see you around.
I'll see you around.
Kingsley.
Yeah, Scribbles.
Scribbles, that's great.
So long, circus man.
Magic Man. Looking good. Give him a little slap on the shoulder and quick one on the butt and make my way out.
Caleb enjoys it.
Perfect. Welcome. Expositor Beauregard.
I've learned magic on my trip. Do you want to see?
Of course.
And I just open the basket that we got from Caduceus that we put Trent in. Abracadabra! Ta-da!
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
What have you done? Master Igithon, I, the High Curator, find you in severe contempt of Imperial law. Well, I cannot judge you independently. The full weight of the library of the Cobalt Soul will stand to see you tried for all the terrible things you have wrought. Your tale will be marred and burned, and the rest of your days will be spent in a hole. I can guarantee it. Beauregard, you've done well.
Where's all of us?
Indeed. But would you all also say that this mind before you, this expositor, was responsible for putting these threads together?
Yeah, it was all her.
I don't think it could have happened without her.
Yeah.
Scribbles.
She's kind of a genius.
So we are learning. Trent Ickathon is then presented by the full force of the Library of the Cobalt Soul before the crown. No word publicly comes of what his punishment was, but privately, you know that he sits in the deepest of darkest dungeon in Rexentrim, unable to talk or move his hands, force-fed and left to think and think and think. You are met by the Martinet, Ludinus Deleth, who approaches you specifically, Caleb. There is a vacancy now within the Assembly. We have need of a proven, capable wizard to take up the Master's mantle. Join our ranks. I'm extending to you the opportunity to become one of us.
Oh my, what a flattering proposition. I do, unfortunately, have several other things on my plate. And must regretfully pass on your offer. Good luck filling the vacancy, Martinet.
A shame. Stop at a few weeks before you hear word of the newly inducted member of the Cerberus Assembly. A familiar name. Master Astrid Beck.
Yep.
Following in the footsteps of her previous mentor. The first Volstrucker to rise above her ranks and bring a different kind of capability to the Eight. Beauregard. Within a few weeks, you are called to Zadash to preside within the King's Hall under the judgment of Lawmaster Orentha Stonegrasp, overseen by the High Richter Dolan Thryme.
I go where you go, baby.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you.
It takes not but a couple of days. The arguments are damning. When it eventually comes to your time to speak, there isn't an unclenched, angry fist in the house. Your father is brought to speak on the stand. And try as he might to defend his actions and the morality that he wishes to uphold and the reasoning, the good for his daughter. You can't help but notice the shift in the power dynamic between the wealthy and respected Lionett family owner and the extremely respected expositor, Beauregard Lionett. Your father sees a brief stint of jail time, as well as some fines.
As he walks out of the courtroom, I pop off my expositor badge and just palm it in his hand as he's walking out. Give this to TJ for me.
Beauregard,
And then I just turn away.
He just kind of clutches it. And it's taken away. Adan Zenoth is found guilty of bribery and corruption, kidnapping and conspiracy under the laws of the Crown and the Library of the Cobalt Soul. His granted estate is forfeited to the library. He is to be jailed within the Umber Dungeon of Zadash for a minimum of 35 years. And he is barred from holding any office or position of management within Imperial lands for the remainder of his days.
do you feel?
It's so strange to hear it spoken, like it's suddenly real.
It's very real. I'm so proud of you. You're so strong. And you're so brave.
Is this what it feels like to be broken free of your mind being controlled?
Yeah.
Just give her a big kiss and just pull her in.
Jester. In the time that you are getting ready in the morning, it's so strange. Classically, mortal life is so brief and dull and spoken of from the perspective of my folk for ages as toys. Why are you so different? It makes no sense. Really. It's frustrating. I just wanted to say I'm sorry I couldn't be the god you wanted me to be.
I never wanted you to be a god.
You wanted me to be a savior.
I wanted you to be my friend. And you were.
Yes, I was.
I also wanted you to teach me how to do really cool shit, and do cool shit, and give me cool shit, and I gave you cool shit.
Yes? Did I?
You really did.
Right, okay.
You really do.
No, I did all right.
You
I'm not
really
too
do.
bad.
Wait,
No,
why
no,
are we?
really
Wait a
go
minute.
on.
Wait. Stop. Why are you talking about it like it's in past tense? We're getting ready to get on this boat.
Yes?
What you doing?
Nothing. I consider you a close friend, and we haven't spoken in a bit. Things have been crazy. I'm feeling that wanderlust again.
Yeah?
It's hard to explain, but it's not boredom. It's just, you know when you eat the same meal over and over again? And
Yeah.
eventually you're just like, I just want anything but this.
Yeah, it's
not that
like
it's
so good, but at the same time you're like, oh, I'm so sick of this flavor.
It's a delicious meal, but
Yeah.
eventually you just want to change it up a bit.
Am I the meal?
No, not that analogy was extremely offensive. I apologize. I'm just considering what other unique ventures out there could use the attention of someone like me. That doesn't mean I'm going anywhere.
Okay.
I mean, and he kind of lifts his finger a bit, and you hear the on your shoulder. It feels good to be looked up to from you. I've selfishly enjoyed you calling my names in times of challenge or sadness. The dependency was, well, filling to a degree. It's also unfair to you. You don't need me. You never did.
Kinda did.
No, you've proven that. Look how strong you are. Your friends are your strength. Your captain is your strength. I'm just here to kick along and support when I can on occasion, but I just might not be around as much.
You know, it's so weird, Artie. Like, it makes me really sad to think about. But it also feels kind of good. Does that make sense?
No, but few things do. And I like it that way.
Yeah.
What do you want? Just a little.
I still want adventure. I want to see everything.
Good. Stop at that boat. For our next venture, who knows? There is still so much of Exandria to fuck with. Day and a half later, eventually you find the familiar shack that you had seen. Where on the porch, a single driftwood chair, and upon that chair, a thin, gray-haired older man.
Do you want me to stay back here? Okay, I'll be just over here if you need me.
Okay.
Okay.
Love you. Do you remember me?
I do, boy. What brings you here?
I came to find you.
Why?
I don't know, a sense of, duty to thank you. Maybe a little bit of guilt. I found my way to shore after that night, and it never occurred to me for so long that you might have survived or made it here, and, I have so many questions.
Well, I think I got some questions myself.
I have to know, how did you come across this? And I'll use minor image to summon the cloven crystal and have it hover above my hand.
You see him kind of take a step back and go,
So we're taking my curse didn't die with me.
No.
and he begins to tell you about his past. Originally from a town called Stilben, to the west of here, in Taldore. He eventually became a smuggler, and then joined the revelry, and was a known captain there for a bit. He eventually began to build a romance with his bosun, another up-and-coming smuggler by the name of Avantika. They ended up having a quarrel with another member of the revelry who had acquired this crystal and had an accident. Vandran took the crystal and then began to become beset with dreams, dark offerings, which he eagerly accepted. And he began to share these secrets with his partner in bosun, Avantika. When he began to show a wavering resolve, his partner Avantika attempted to sacrifice him. And that's the first time you hear the name Ukatoa. He managed to escape and laid low in Port Damali. He sold off the cloven crystal he had at auction and used that money to purchase the Tide's Breath. But try as he might, he could not rid himself of that cursed sword and the visions. And he took you and Sabian in. With you in particular, he felt a kinship that he wasn't expecting. A paternal urge to protect. And he thought he had failed with the ship's destruction. He thought you had died, but maybe at least in that, the cycle of violence would end.
I too still have these powers, and it seems despite your best efforts, your curse is now mine, and I'll make myself look like Avantika, and then Sabian, and then back to myself. I have thought about you every day since that night. The life I had before working with you was one I don't care to recall, and you showed me kindness and love and honor, and it meant the world to me. It fills my heart with joy to see you here at peace. Is it your desire to stay here? We do, I'll point towards Jester. We have a ship.
I sent you a message. This is my voice. You probably heard my voice before.
All makes sense now. A pleasure to meet you in person.
You too.
She's wonderful.
She's a handful.
Yes.
She's perfect for you.
Would you want to come with us? I can't guarantee that we won't go to Docto, and I can't guarantee that we won't try and kill Sabian, and I can't guarantee that we won't try and unseat the Plank King. But if your adventuring days aren't done, there's a spot for you. And if they are, that's fine as well.
Make a persuasion check.
15? 17.
17?
17.
That makes a difference.
My sailing days are over. I ain't a captain of any ship anymore. Don't want to be. Life here is nice and slow. I don't want to swab a deck, but maybe I could go on a trip or two, in case you need repairs or some fine cooking.
We do have a pretty lax stowaway policy.
For a time.
Beau,
Yes, my love.
I'm a bit tired.
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't know, sometimes I think of just getting a place with you somewhere and gardening and making you food for when you come home from work. My expositor.
Are you wanting to be my housewife, Yasha?
I mean, I think I would look pretty good in an apron.
I think you would look fantastic in an apron, especially if you weren't wearing anything under it.
Well, that's the only way you wear an apron.
So, I mean, I couldn't agree more.
I never want to hold you back from anything. I want to be here to support you in everything that you do. I basically, want to be your Yeza, you know. There are some things that I would like to do, maybe before that happens.
I'm here to support you like you support me.
I'm a little curious about, my past and things. I kind of want to drop this book off.
I think that would be lovely. It's strange, as I feel like I've never known anyone deeper than I know you. And at the same time, I feel like there's still so much more to learn. A lifetime to learn. And I am so excited to explore every bit of you in multiple layers.
Same.
Your past doesn't scare me.
Are you sure?
It only makes you beautiful. I support this. You figuring out where you came from, getting closure, saying your goodbyes. And if you need time on your own, know that I'm not going anywhere. But if you'll have me, I mean, there's still a lot of Jorhas that I'd like to see.
I will have you and then some.
Hot.
Cool. Maybe we should take a little journey to Jorhas then.
Okay.
You two trek together eastward. You find a group of temporary structures. One of the sentinels on horseback rides up and shouts, "Who goes there?"
Yes,
And with a look of recognition, turns around and rides back, shouting, "Orphanmaker! The Orphanmaker!"
I don't know if this is a good thing that they recognize me, but,
You begin to hear the sound of numerous horse hooves as all manner of warriors of the Dollarov tribe begin to rise to greet you with weapons at the ready and tension, before eventually they part, and you see one soldier standing there. A figure you knew as Jadek, one of the marked warriors that was older than you, but seems to be wearing the attire of the Sky Spear. "The Orphanmaker returns! Let our vengeance be swift!" And you hear all at once the war cries as they begin rushing forward.
Is this about to get real fun?
I think so.
What do you do, Yasha?
Boy, oh boy, I wasn't quite expecting this. Go with me on this, all right?
Okay.
I am going to kneel, and I am going to bamf out my wings.
I kneel, follow her lead.
You kneel down into the still slick mud, rain falling around you, your wings outward, the beating of feet and hoof getting louder and louder as your gaze meets the mud. It smells like an odd fire. Not smoke, but electric. And right as the first wave of horses are about to reach you, a bolt of lightning strikes from the sky, like a hammer, sending dirt and mud flying upward in all directions, and the charge of 30 warriors begins to stop, canter, and turn. There's now this groove marked in the ground. The assault has stopped. The energy continues through you.
If I was holding Beau's hand, I let go.
The spears go up. The Sky Spear comes forward once more. "What is this devilry, Orphanmaker?"
I don't quite know how to explain it, but, I am not here to hurt any of you. I just want to know where you buried her. And I will leave you alone.
Make a persuasion check.
17.
She was buried along the southern banks of the Seepfeed River to the north. Nothing was left to mark it.
Thank you for giving her a proper burial.
You can see that conflict internally of the importance of strength and station, and a morose acknowledgement, like I wish things weren't the way they were. And you will let this Sky Spear live at least?
Yes.
Then go, and don't come back.
Holy shit, did you murder the leader of your tribe?
She probably did.
Oh, fuck, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes.
Fuck, why aren't you like the new Sky Spear?
That wasn't for me.
Oh, yeah.
I think
She seems a bit, stodgy, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty strict.
Sure.
Which I was super into it back then, but things are quite different now.
Yeah.
Shall we go see if we can find an unmarked grave?
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. That was crazy. Thank you for keeping us safe.
I think you have more influence than you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Right behind you.
Let's go.
You eventually find that tree. And while there's no markings, you know this is it. You know this is the grave of Zuala.
Would you like a moment?
I think so.
I'll be right here.
Okay. I kneel down. I thought I would have more to say. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I wish more than anything that I wouldn't have been such a coward. But I'm so grateful for you, and I brought you some things. I know that flowers are your favorite things, so I've been on some trips. I pull out the book of the flowers from Beryl Ben and the silk flower from Molly Mock from the Hupperdook Festival, blade of grass from the barbed fields, flowers from the White Dawn Lagoon, and many, many more. I wish you could have been there with me. And I wish you could have just been able to live your life. I would like you to meet someone. This is Beauregard Lionette. I'm talking to her like she's here, but,
Hi. Nice to meet you. I think you'd be real proud of Yasha. And I mean, whatever sacrifice you made in order to make me the luckiest woman alive, I'll never know. And yet I'm still eternally grateful.
I'm gonna leave this here. But all I wanted to say was I'm sorry. And I love you very much.
Just squeeze Yasha's hand.
I think it's time to go.
You sure?
Yeah.
You still have some of those seeds that Caduceus gave you?
Yes. Oh, what a great idea. I take out one of the seeds and I plant it there. See, this is why it's great to have you around. You have good ideas. She'll love this.
No better grave marker.
Okay. Let's go.
Shall we take the scenic route?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
go.
It's a lot of the same, but, you know.
Yeah. We walk off into the shore house, seeing sunset.
There you go.
As you walk off, you just get a message in your head. I just saw a sea turtle the size of a horse. Oh my gosh.
Jester just saw a sea turtle, size of a horse.
wow.
I miss you guys so much.
She misses us.
Oh, wait, can we talk back to her?
Yeah. You might, if you like get close to my face, maybe she can hear you.
Hey, miss you, love you.
Hey, miss you, Jester. Give Fjord a big kiss, okay?
Come back soon, we'll hang out and you know, go do stuff.
Yeah, we're looking at this like petrified forest in the middle of Jurhasian fields.
In the first 6 months to a year, I would stay in touch with Essek to see how his path is shaking out. Hopefully, I could meet him there and invite him with me to return to Ewa and spend time learning as much as we can. Eventually, I would also wind our way back to that chamber, the T-Dock.
Upon the invitation, he just goes, I could think of nothing else I would rather do. I have spent my life in the pursuit of the ability to control one's future. And that path has led me to making many mistakes, to the possibility of fixing one's past. And since we found this, I've thought on it often. But such pursuits are selfish, for the more you understand time, you understand you cannot see the ramifications of changing such things. Where I found this before I found you, perhaps I may have done some incredible, terrible things, but I accept my regrets, my faults now. And I'm here today with this knowledge because of those mistakes. And as much as they hurt me, I don't want to change a thing. How about you, Caleb Widogast?
My lifespan is a little shorter than yours, but for many years I have thought of this very thing. I think about the plan I have gone over in my mind every night for years, knowing it would work. I will go back. I will walk up in the guise of a young Bren Aldrich Amandrude. I will re-enter my home and explain it to them. I will dump 2 bodies out of the amber in my neck and leave them on the floor. I will set illusion behind us as we leave and wait from afar and watch invisibly as 3 children walk up to the house and set it ablaze and hear the screams of my parents who are no longer in that building, and everything will stay as it was. And I will take them to Taldore, and I will tell them, start a life here, wait for me, and in a little less than 2 decades, start coming to this square once a week, and eventually you will find me there. Of course it would work.
Will you do it? I will help you.
I drag some dust up my arm and disintegrate everything in the room. And burn what's left.
Essek just nods. Good.
I think that Caleb and Essek, if Essek were of a mood to, would be together for a while. But knowing that eventually Caleb will be an old man and Essek will be Essek. So if he's open to it, I would stay lifelong, my life long, friends with him. And be grateful for that time.
Essek is very open to it. It's not long after this Aeorian experience that Essek finds a way to build a new life, away from the dynasty. But he remains in close contact with all of you. But he appreciates the time he has with you, and the friendship beyond that.
I go to Blumenthal for the first time, and I know where the town's cemetery is, and I find Una and Leofric. Sit down on the ground before them, And I unsnap the book harness on the left and take out the book of letters that I have been writing to them since I woke up, with the intention of putting in their hands. I have so much more work to do, trying to be the man you wanted me to be. I still hope to. And if I'm very lucky, I will see you on the other side. And I hold the book, and I cast teleport and send it into the earth between them. And I think for the rest of Caleb's life, he will teach. I think he will teach Luke if his parents will have me.
Well, I had thought about possibly opening some sort of a little summer camp to teach young adventurers how to stealth and sneak and fire crossbows and maybe learn a little magic. If you'd like to come, be a counselor.
I will do that in my off months. But if the Empire continues on and the Academy is still there, I will teach at it. I will teach transmutation and try to instill a sense of stewardship and the responsibility that comes with power to my students, and do my damnedest to be sure that there is none of what happened to my friends and I in school happening now.
Kingsley spends years learning from you, Fjord. Becomes the sailor he'd like to be, and goes to visit and learn. And then one day, we're attacked on the open sea, and suddenly you have 2 ships. I suppose I would ask for my own ship to serve your crew. And I rechristen that ship the Molly Mock. And 1 month later, we vanish in the middle of the night and head straight to Darktoe.
Yes.
I leave a note, expresses how grateful I am for everything you've done and for everything you've taught me, and that I will gladly and always be your humble servant, except, of course, for the fact that I'm never giving back the ship.
A tale of 7 friends. It became 8, then 9. Wild swells of adventure, and love, and guilt, and redemption. Family. Truth. This story comes to a close tonight. But the tale of the Mighty Nein lives on. And who knows? Maybe we'll have the chance to see some of them again. In some shape or form. Love you all so much.
Thanks for a good story, Matt.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
Let's do it again.
From the top.
Yeah.